Hi friends, I'm back after my first part of degrees of comparison, in which I talked about the basic concept of degrees of comparison. In part 2, I'll take you to the execution part of it, the application part of it. It can be applicable in 3 categories. Category 1, if I look at the sentence A is as tall as B, wherein A is the subject, B is the object, and I take this as the degree set. I call it a degree set. Understood? You'll know why I'm calling it as I continue with this lecture. Now, I have made 4 basic rules which are not available anywhere. First rule is, if the comparison is between two ideas, objects or things, then its superlative cannot be made. One. Rule 2 says subject and object are interchanged. That is, B comes here and A comes here. Rule 3 says, if the given sentence is positive, then the transformed sentence will always be negative. And vice versa. I hope you understand what is vice versa. And rule 4 says that change the degree set. So you look at this sentence. This is positive since no, never, not is not there. So we change this to not. And as per the last rule, we change the degree of this. So it becomes not taller than A. So this is the transformed sentence as per the degree of comparison. Now, I'll take you to the application 2 and 3. Category 2 says A is the tallest boy in the class. That means that there is no other boy who is taller than A or who is even as tall as A. So this is known as absolute superlative. Now, I take you to category 3. Category 3 says A is one of the tallest boys in the class. This means that A is the tallest boy in the class, but there are 2-3 boys who are as tall as A. So this becomes non-absolute superlative. Non-absolute superlative. Now, since we said the comparison is between more than 2 boys in the class, so iska phir comparative banega. For comparative, you have to understand, start with the same word as the superlative. If you remember this, half your problems will be solved. So, generally, it starts with the same word as superlative. So, comparative will start with A. Then, change the degree set. Change the degree. So, this becomes A is taller than. Then I put a small box here just to make you understand that you have to put 2 words from outside. It can be all or any. So we can say A is taller than all other boys in the class. Similarly, for category 3, while making comparative, we have to keep in mind, we'll start with the same superlative. A is taller than, here in this box, we keep most or many. Most other boys in the class. For positive degree, you can start with no other. No other boy in the class is as tall as A. And here, for positive degree, we will use very few or few. Very few boys in the class are as tall as A. What I would like you to understand is, if you remember that the sentence ends with the same word, the positive sentence ends with the same word as the word which starts comparative and superlative. If you remember these things, I am sure you'll never make a mistake as far as degrees of comparison is concerned. So friends, I am sure that you would benefit out of this and try to restrict yourself to all the basic nuances which I have discussed in this video. Thank you, and please wait for my new video which will be on question tag. Thank you.